Where is this week going? Apologies for the loud noise. Ohio has decided 90 degrees in May is acceptable. Except for I do not find 90 degrees very acceptable. So, my AC is on, which I've gotten it down to 75 degrees in here, which, you know, it's fairly decent in my opinion. I'm like, I could use a blanket, but like I don't need a blanket. You know, that's the temperature that's comfortable to me. I did some reading this week. Pretty much Sunday. Let's start there, I guess. I read a good chunk of Finders Keepers by King, aka I listened to it while driving. Because, like, I drove to my mom's house, and then I was sitting there, and I was like, I'm gonna read a book on my Kindle. And I was reading, and my mom was like, hey, can you drive to the pharmacy? Which I had to drive past the pharmacy to get to our house, so then I had to drive 15 minutes back to go to the pharmacy, and then 15 minutes back to her house. And then, you know, I drove home that night, so I got, like, a good chunk, and I got, like, almost 250 pages of it read. So, pretty solid progress, in my opinion, anyways. And then I end up finishing, which I guess I should say, that's going well. It's definitely having Misery vibes to it, which Misery is probably like my top 3. It's the 3rd best King book I've read out of like the 18, 19 that I've read at this point. But it's going well. And then Sunday I went on and I finished The Mistress and the Renowned, which I went back and forth, which there is a NetGalley spotlight up for that one, so you can see like my full review. But I went back and forth on my rating for a while, like even while I was reading the book I was going back and forth, and after I finished it I still was like debating for a little bit. I think I've settled on a solid like 4. I really struggled with that one. I was like, I'm gonna make it a 4. So I did rate it a 4. It went well, it went fine. And then I immediately started The Queen and the King, which is book 3 in the series, because NetGalley was going to archive them on the 21st, and I was like, oh no, I gotta get these done, right? I mean, they were on my Kindle, but like, I should probably still get these done, right? I started it on Monday night, then I started, well, not Monday night, I started it during lunch, The Queen and the King, and I got, at the end of the day, I got 29%. I was like, wow, you know what, though? You should probably, like, really finish it. So Tuesday, last night, I like powered through and finished it, and I just sat down here on Wednesday night and filmed my NetGalley spotlight, so that will also have gone up already. And then I did listen to a little bit more Finders Keepers, and I got to 74%. Again, still going fine. Has Misery vibes to it, but I'm liking Misery more yet at this point. Currently, as of Wednesday, I am now up to 90%, so I know I will finish it on Thursday, but we're at 89%, 89, 90, somewhere in there. Yeah, it's like middle of the road. I'm thinking maybe a 3, depending on how this last 10% goes down. It is a King book, so everything can go uphill and be like amazing, or it can all crash and burn in the last 10% of the book, you know? It could go either way. But then, I haven't really picked up anything else yet today, because like, I filmed the NetGalley spotlight, and I edited, and got all that done. But I think on my Kindle here, I mean, it's like already almost 11. I think for the rest of the night, I think I'm going to pick up When the Moon Hatched. My goal is, I don't really want to start any more books here in May, just because the Amazing Readathon is starting up in June, and I know I don't have time to finish it. So my goal is kind of just to get stuff off my currently reading, so I can like start fresh on June 1st, which is a Saturday, thankfully, so we can go hard and strong for right away. I gotta finish When the Moon Hatched. I'm still reading Goblet of Fire, so I gotta finish those 2. And then Finders Keepers, I know I'll finish tomorrow because my brother has a baseball game, so while I'm going to the baseball game, I'll finish that. Question is, though, do I start another audiobook? I feel like I could start another audiobook and get it, I mean, we have like a week yet. So I feel like I could start another audiobook and get that done, and I have The New Couple in 5B. So, I'm thinking I may do that, you know? Kind of what I'm leaning towards, like maybe I'll start that then tomorrow, because that's like a little over 12 hours. I've also been rearranging some of my planned video schedule. Do I have any of the videos done besides the one that's going up tomorrow? No, I have nothing done. I'm thinking I had a video that I wanted to get done for next week, Thursday, and theoretically I could finish both books. I know I'm going to be able to power through them. I'm thinking, though, maybe I should push that out a little bit and just see. Because like I said, I want to focus to make sure I finish When the Moon Hatches and Goblet of Fire, because that's gonna be my main goal, just so I have those off my shelf. And then if I do finish those, I might start one of those other books. It's really gonna depend. I think this weekend, because it's a holiday weekend here in the US, I think I'll be able to get a good chunk read. And because I am doing sprints on Saturday and Sunday night, I feel like I may be able to get a solid chunk done. And then I'll just have to find out sometime to do laundry in there too. But, pish posh. I thought we were going to have a visitor pop up here, but she's still thinking about it. Oh, we do have a visitor. Oh, she's here. Hi. Hi, ma'am. Yeah, meow. You've been kind of mowy lately. Siamese are talkative to begin with, but she's been like extra meowy with me. Except for you like don't want to be affectionate, so I don't know what all the meows are for. Why you meow so much? I love you. Okay, goodbye. That's what happens when I try to love my cat. Anyways, I think, did I record on Wednesday? I don't know. What have I gotten up to since Wednesday? I finished Finders Keepers by Stephen King. Totally Misery vibes to it. Not rating it as high as Misery though, just because I feel like he kind of did copy a little bit of some elements from it. I'm giving it a 4. I still really enjoyed my time, but like 4 for sure. I started The New Couple in 5B by Lisa Unger. I've read Lisa Unger before. I read Secluded Cabin Sleep 6 whenever that came out, and it was my first Lisa Unger. I was like, it started out really strong. I really liked where it was going, but I got to like the last third of the book and I just couldn't give a fuck anymore. I was like, I don't care about these characters. They could all die for all I care at this point. And I didn't care where the story was going. I don't know if I can do another book like that. The New Couple in 5B caught my attention just because like the cover was bright blue with the pink, and I was like, intriguing. Okay, intrigued. I'm intrigued. And so it's been sitting on my to read next in Hoopla for a hot minute. I decided finally, you know what? It's not gonna hurt me to just check out the book and like listen to it, right? And I told myself already, like on Wednesday, like I'm not gonna start any new books yet in May because I need to finish like clearing out my currently reading for the Amazing Readathon. Well, I finished, Finders Keepers, and I needed an audiobook. So I picked up The New Couple in 5B, and I listened to 75% of it in 24 hours. Pretty solid progress in that respect. So, at that point, I was just like, well, I finished it already. So, like, that's not bad. And I still have, like, 6 days before the end of May. So I feel like I did pretty good progress. The New Couple in 5B was really good. I, like, loved a majority of it. I had no problems with it. I was like, oh, this is so good. Kept me intrigued. I kind of like the paranormal elements to it. I like paranormal elements in general in books, so that definitely played a role. And then there was like, I originally was like, oh my gosh, the chapter. It's like maybe 3 paragraphs where I'm like, I don't like where this is going. Like, it was like starting to wrap up, and I was like, I don't really like where this is wrapping up. She pulled out one last little like twist there at the end that really did put it into a 5-star book for me. So I think maybe Secluded Cabin Sleep 6 was just like maybe that was a one-off, or who knows, maybe The New Couple in 5B is the one-off and I'll hate everything else. I don't really know. I feel like I would need to read another one to really say for sure whether I liked or disliked this author. At least 2 more, I would say, probably, to be completely honest. But I finished that today on my drive, and then my Kindle is over here charging, so I can't show you. I don't thought you really would see anything anyways. But I picked up When the Moon Hatched again, and I got to chapter 22. I was at like chapter 14 or something. I picked it up. I haven't picked it up since Rainy and Katie sprints for it, so I picked it up again today. It's going well. I posted a little bit in the Discord, some comments. I'm glad I'm not the only one, though, that sees stuff in a medical point of view, because if I was, I would have been like, oh my god, people are going to think I'm psycho. But, like, I'm really glad other people also are like, hey, it's completely fine to be a little weird like this. But we're making good progress. Like I said, I'm already on 22. So, I'm not going to pick it up anymore this week because it's, like, already, Sunday technically at this point. But, when I'm filming this. But, I think I'll be able to get some good chunk of it read. I didn't read as much as I wanted to on Saturday of it because my cousins, and I was at my mom's, but my cousins ended up coming over. And one of them I don't see very often because he doesn't live around here. He lives a few hours south of us now. So I don't get to see him very often, and he was in town for completely unrelated reasons. We're not going to get into it. It's like, these are the things, though, that, like, if I relay this stuff to my family, they're, like, to my friends in, like, real life, they're like, you are literally, like, a TLC reality show, your family. And I'm like, yeah, I know, it's ridiculous. Anyways, I saw him, I got to talk to him for a while, and then, like, his brother and his sister was there, and, like, his youngest brother is the one who lives with my mom. So we gotta have everyone over. We had, like, a little pool party. They had their kids over. It was nice, but I really didn't get as much reading done as I wanted to, but that's okay. And then I watched my 20-month-old niece for a little while, and, that went well. I tried to, like, my sister's like, she'll probably take a nap for you. And I feel like my sister says that every single time, and she never takes a nap for me. I also feel like my sister also always tells me, like, oh, she probably won't eat because she's not eating right now. Like, she's just being picky. Kyra admittedly is a picky eater. She's like, won't eat right now. Or she just ate, so she probably won't eat. And literally, this kid always does the opposite. Like, she'll probably take a nap. This kid did not take a nap. I turned on Moana, which is her favorite movie, and we watched literally maybe 10 minutes of it. And she was done watching said movie and then was trying to scale things. I'm like, yeah, she'll totally just go to sleep, right, Morgan? She'll totally go to sleep. And she won't eat. The kid is, like, going through cupboards. Because we were at my mom's house. And she's, like, going through cupboards because she knows where grandma keeps all of her snacks at her level. So she's, like, going through the cupboards and, like, pulling out, like, fruit cups and applesauce. And I'm like, the kid won't eat. Will she, Morgan? The kid looks like it's gonna eat. She looks like she's pretty hungry at this point. Because even when my sister said she's going through, like, her hunger strike, she, like, won't eat. I'm like, that's really weird because she eats for me. I'm not going to say she eats a ton, but that's weird because she for sure eats for me. But I watched her for a while, and then, she got picked up. So, we're fine. But, then, after I got home, I picked up Goblet of Fire finally, because I haven't picked it up in forever, like over a month. Because I'm avoiding the end by just not reading it again. Because I don't want my heart broken again. So, I decided, this is something we also just got to finish this month because we are not bringing this into the Amazing Readathon. Maybe I can pick up Order of the Phoenix, depending on, like, the prompts, if I need a thick boy book. So, because the rest of them, I'm like, I'm not trying to pick too many thick books, although Clockwork Angel and Clockwork Prince are kind of thick, because I never got the Clockwork Angel this month. So, that's going to be a rollover. Because it was a buddy read for May, and I never got to it. So, unless I finish both these books, I probably will not pick up. But I also can't see myself picking up anything too big. I will probably admittedly only pick up smaller books. So, and I already decided if I need another book, I'm just going to pick up a middle grade because I'll be able to get through it fast and be able to binge read it, But, that is all I have for this week.